Well, we've had a nice stretch of fantastic fall weather this week for the first full week of fall, and fortunately, things are going to change as we go on into the weekend. Get out and enjoy the sunshine today, because once we see the sunset this evening, we may not really see full sunshine until the middle of next week. This is what I'm tracking. I'm calling today a transition day, as we are going to still be seeing warm temperatures back into the 80s once again, and also a little bit more in the way of some cloudiness coming back into the forecast here. A lot of high and mid-level clouds in here, but still a decent amount of sunshine, so it's not going to be as bad as it's going to be over the weekend. Now, as we head on in through the weekend, especially tomorrow afternoon and evening hours, that's when it looks like a pretty good batch of rainfall is going to be moving our way. And a lot of this has to do with the stalled front that's going to be over the area. And unfortunately, from here Friday morning, looking into early next week, it's going to be very tough to time when these bands of showers are going to be coming through, just for the simple fact is that we've got these little vorticity maxes. These upper disturbances are going to be riding along at the jet stream level, and the forecast models just can't handle and resolve where they're going to be 5-6 days out into the future here. So bear with us. We'll continue to keep you updated on the timing of the showers, but it does look at least like the chance for showers in our forecast, at least through Wednesday of next week, the way it looks like right here on Friday morning. Storm track forecast for the day today. I'm sure this timing, we got plenty of sunshine around. Clouds gradually increasing this afternoon, especially north and west of the Kinston, New Bern, and Oriental line. Maybe a spotty shower, let's say around midnight or shortly thereafter. We're okay for the football games, though. Into the low 80s for us for later on this afternoon, and getting back into the 60s for overnight temperatures tonight. Should not be as much fog around, though, tomorrow morning. There won't be definitely as much sunshine, though, either, as we are going to be looking at showers and thunder showers around, especially in the afternoon and evening hours here for the ECU game. Keep that in mind. We may have some lightning bolts to deal with, so keep your eye to the sky. Temperatures 70s, that's going to do it for the day tomorrow. Well, I'll tell you what, we've had a nice temperature climb here as far as this week is concerned. Yeah, it was a little chilly to start with, but look, we recovered into the 80s. That's seasonable for this time of year, and still going to be into the low 80s as we head on through the day today. It's as we head into the weekend, though, that's when things really drastically change for us here in the east. Here's part of the reason why. Take a look at the way the jet stream is configured. Watch the polar vortex start to come down here out of James Bay. Now, this week, the warmth is all out here to the west, and we've had generally a westerly flow, so that's why we've had the warm seasonal temperatures after the chilly start. But watch how this full latitude trough really digs itself into the east here, and with this polar vortex just literally cutting off over southeast Canada and the northern United States. Notice where our flow is coming from, right out of the Gulf of Mexico. So we're going to be able to tap into that moisture, bring that moisture up along the front, and then we'll be watching for disturbances riding through at the jet stream level here. So this is why I'm saying it's a little hard to time these coming through from now as we go into next week. You'll notice the cutoff low kind of moves on out of here, which is fine, but you've still got another upper level trough that's reforming back out here across the Central Plains and mid-Mississippi Valley. So we still continue with the flow out of the south, tapping into all that rich moisture. No real trough coming over us here to clear us out to get that front off the coast, and as a result, we are going to continue with showers in the forecast at least until Wednesday. Now, notice by Wednesday, kind of a squeeze play going on here. Upper level ridge reestablishing itself off the southeast coast, and meanwhile, the cutoff low is still sitting out here across the mid-Mississippi Valley, so we're going to be kind of stuck in between. But this may be a little bit stronger and at least give us a chance for some drier air actually working in off of the ocean, if that makes sense. Now, let's track where all this action is coming from here. We've got the stalled front, wind band of showers moving across New York City and Boston this morning. Second band with another wave of low pressure along the front out in the mid-Missouri Valley. But here's that tropical moisture that we're tapping. Now, this is some of the moisture that was the tropical cyclone in the Pacific, Miriam, but it's also another little appendage that kind of formed up along it. That is getting pulled across Mexico and into the southwest, and as a result, what we're going to be tracking is that developing an area of low pressure in the Gulf of Mexico, and then eventually that moisture heading our way as we head on into the middle of next week. Again, we saw the jet stream level there. The flow is definitely going to be pulling that moisture out of the Gulf. Here's how things pan out here with future track. Notice showers develop north and west of Greenville this afternoon. I got a feeling they'll probably dissipate as they come eastbound, but late this evening through the overnight, could be a shower or two north of the Kinston-Newbern Oriental line. Plenty of clouds through the day tomorrow. We're okay for the morning hours, but notice by the afternoon, another little impulse comes through at the jet stream level, works with the heating of the day. We get some showers and thunderstorms to start to develop here, especially right in time, unfortunately, the way it looks like this, for ECU kickoff coming at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. And then we do watch for the showers eventually kind of tapering off as we go into early Sunday morning. Still going to leave the chance for a shower or two scattered about for Sunday. And as I mentioned earlier, as we get into Monday and Tuesday, the timing of these short waves coming through and the flow of the atmosphere right now is a little hard to time. So keep it tuned right here. We'll continue to keep you updated throughout the weekend. You've got Tori, you've got Ellen, who will continue to watch the timing and adjust it as we get on in through here. But as I mentioned, if you are headed to the ECU game, watch an eye to the sky here, as we do have a chance for a rumble of thunder, not completely out of the question during the tailgating ceremonies tomorrow afternoon. But it does look like by the time the game kicks off, we may be having some steady to moderate rain affecting us here as temperatures drop back through the 70s into the 60s by the end of the game. Have yourself a good weekend. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still.